Hey y'all, I am back again with another bug out bag video. I'm Ashanti with Safe House Homestead, and I kind of just wanted to create this video to kind of give you guys an idea of some essentials of what I have packed in my bag. So there's the overview. I've got some meal kits. That's my actual bag itself. And then I have a first aid kit. I've got a hygiene kit. And I've got some tools, a tent, and some extra clothes. But I'm going to go into depth. I'm going to actually sit on the floor and talk about, I'm going to start talking about the bag itself. So this is a Teton 55-liter pack. The bag weighs 4.5 pounds, empty, just the bag itself. It has an adjustable internal frame. It has I like this bag because I was looking for something that was large enough to accommodate most of my gear, well, all of my gear. And I needed something that was going to be sturdy, something that wasn't going to hurt my back. So I needed something that my back could support, as well as all of the compartments that I needed. So I like it because it has the chest, shoulder, and hip straps. It also comes with a rain cover that covers it from the top of the pack to the bottom of the pack. And it has a multi-position torso adjustment feature, which I also like because I'm pretty short. I'm only 4'11", and this is a pretty big pack, and I needed something that would adjust to my height, my weight, and my build. So I really like this bag. I've packed this bag to the max, and I've tried it on, and it's really comfortable with just walking around my house. I hadn't really put it to the test with taking it out into the field yet, but that is going to be my plan coming up pretty soon. I've actually tried trekking with my my everyday carry bag. Honestly, I don't know how much it weighs, but I didn't have that bag packed to the max. I mean, it had some weight to it, but I don't know how much it actually weighed. And I did pretty good with that walk, and I was walking up some pretty steep hills with that walk. So we're gonna put this to the test. Once I get it all packed up and, you know, completely have it where I feel comfortable, like if there was an emergency and I needed to bug out, I could comfortably bug out with this bag with everything that I need. I'm going to try it out once I get it fully loaded, and just see how I do with kind of like a mile hike or so. So let's get into what I have in my bag. Well, what I pack. Well, number one, what I have on the side of my bag, I have my, I just have a pocket knife and a kind of like a heavy duty carabiner on the side clip. I also have this, this like plastic kind of like flat water bottle clip to the side as well. I just keep it empty just in case. You never know when you may come across water. You know, you may run out of your bottled water and you need to re-up on some water. So I just clip this just in case. It doesn't have any real weight to it. And it's just something extra that you can have just in case. On the front, I have some writing pads, pens, but I'll probably change that location. I'll probably move that to the inside of the pack just in case we have some inclement weather. I don't want my paper and my pens and everything getting wet. It has two areas on the side of the pack for water bottles. One pocket on the side, I keep like my hand sanitizer handy, some hand wipes, and some facial tissue. Something, I keep it on that side just because I kind of wanted it to be easily accessible. And then I'll keep the other water bottle, the pouch on the other side for a water bottle. I'll keep that free and clear, so whenever I need to use it, I can just slide my water bottle in there. At the bottom of this pack, there's a compartment for your sleeping bag, and I like that it has straps everywhere on this pack because and it has clips too. I mean, you know, like little places for you to clip things, so you can pretty much clip things all along the outside of this pack. And the straps, you can kind of like, you know, include your sleeping bag to the outside of your bag, a blanket, jacket. Pretty much you can strap anything that's like, you can roll it up and strap it to the front of your bag, if bottom of your bag if need be. And there's also a compartment at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it well, but that compartment leads to the main compartment, like the inside of the bag. So you don't have to dig through, you don't have to go in through the top part of the bag and dig through for something that you need at the bottom. So I actually put like my my rain jacket at the very bottom of the bag. So in the event that I need to get it, I don't have to go through the top. I can just unzip the bottom, reach in really quickly, and my hands are already on my rain jacket at the bottom of the bag. So, and then also, I don't have it flipped over, but, well, let me do that. I probably should have done that to begin with, but as you can see, the top part has two compartments as well, this little flip top. And that top part fits a lot. Like I was actually really surprised at how much I could fit in that top part. So there's a zipper on the outside for a compartment, and then there's also a zipper on the inside for a compartment. And yeah, a lot can go at the top of that thing. And then if you also have to slide anything through the top using those little bungee cords, it'll be secure. So overall, I really like the bag. It's really comfortable. I like that it's adjustable, and yeah, it wasn't too expensive either. So let's get into these meal kits. I think this is like the heaviest part of my bag. It's going to be my meal kit. And I know I have quite a few things out here, but two of these bags are actually like extra that I may or may not keep in my pack. But these are the main two meal kits that I built. And I have rice in here. I've got, of course, my handy dandy bottle of hot sauce, but it's very small. It's a compact size bottle of hot sauce. I have those small packs of peanut butter. I have noodles in here. I have crackers in here. Yeah, spoons and forks. The other meal kit, I've got like applesauce. I've got yogurt covered raisins. This is more so like my comfort pack. I've got my sugar packets, my salt packets, pepper packets, some gum. I've got coffee. I've got tea. I've got hot cocoa. I've got some small snack size little candy bars. I've got some creamer. I've got oatmeal. Oh, that's the tea over there. I've got gum in here. I've got oatmeal. I've got grits. And I've got packets of tuna. So, and my spoon. I mean, I know I have plastic spoons in here, but when you're dealing with like an open flame and hot stuff, I kind of wanted to just have a, you know, metal spoon in here as well. I've got a really small cutting board over here. I've got my little fire starting, some fire starting items over in this bag. I've got a tarp in here. I've got my magnesium ferro rod over here. I've got my magnifying glass, and it actually lights up. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, I just thought it would be neat. I've got my emergency stove. My emergency stove, I fit in the top compartment of my bag. It fits in there really well. I also, even though it's still in the box, I actually took it out the box and I added like some aluminum foil to it. Just in case I need to keep like a hot, you know, I have foil in here just in case, many different uses, or to contain the fire itself. I've got my 2-cup cook set, and it comes with the 2 nesting cups inside, as well as I put my, I bought my sponges that I had around my house. I kind of just got a new one and cut it in 4s, and it fits perfectly down on the inside of this cup for cleanup. I've got some homemade fire starters with the cotton rounds dipped in wax. I've got a sewing kit here. yeah, it comes with, needle, thread. You never know when you may need to repair something, sew something up. I plan on adding some more heavy duty needles into this little small kit, and I like it because it's really, really, really small, y'all. Like, it literally has like no weight to it, and it takes up little to no space. I've got my fire making kit here, so I've got fireproof matches in there. I've got the strike part of the matchbox in there, and I had a lighter in here. I don't know what happened to it, but I've got to put another lighter in there. And I've got regular matches here. I've got my let me start over here. I've got some extra clothes. I've got a bandana, I've got a headband, hat, skull cap, and my rain jacket. I'm gonna add an extra outfit in here with some underclothes, but I didn't feel like I needed to show that. I've got my emergency radio. It's a hand crank radio, as well as solar powered, as well as USB charge. So I can actually charge my phone up with this small compact radio. And I like it because you can charge it using different methods. So you can either use the solar panel that's on the top of it. I actually have it sitting upside down so you can't see the solar panel. Or you can hand crank it, or you can plug it in and charge it up that way. So I really like this radio. I've got some aqua tabs here for water purification. I've got this is a collapsible cup that I keep just in case, you never know. I've got a manicure kit. It comes with like nail clippers, a fingernail file, some small scissors in here. Just whatever you need in terms of a manicure kit. You know what goes into a manicure kit. I've got a flashlight over here. I've got bungee cords. I've got screwdrivers. I have smaller screwdrivers, but I actually put those in my boys' bags instead of mine. Yeah, just because like the bigger ones are kind of heavier, and I didn't want the heavier stuff going in their bags. I've got paracord here. I'm going to come up with a solution for how to incorporate the paracord, because I don't want to keep it on these black spool things. I may wrap it around like my heavy duty carabiner and tie it to the outside of the pack instead of, because this big spool kind of takes up a little bit of space. I've got my tent back here as well. I really don't know how I'm going to incorporate this tent into the pack. I may take it out of this. Usually it comes in like a little box that's framing it. I may take it out of that box frame, leave it in the bag, but take the box frame out and strap it to probably the outside of my pack, maybe at the bottom. I've got a saw here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a handheld saw. I've got a trowel here for digging a hole. Just in case you got to go to the bathroom or you need to dig to do anything. I've got a mallet. I've got a axe, it's not small, but it's a handheld axe. And you guys, these things have some weight to it. Like the trowel and the saw doesn't have too much weight to it, but the axe and the mallet has a bit of weight to it. So I may or may not keep this in my bag. I may take it out and just leave it in my toolbox, and we'll see. But definitely keep you a good pair of gloves. This is just one pair of gloves. This is going to be like my work gloves. So if I have to deal with wood of any kind or cutting anything out in the elements, I'm going to wear these gloves. But I'm also going to put like a regular pair of gloves in here, just like your regular women's winter gloves in my bag. Just so I don't, just to have some backup. I wear glasses, so I've got an eyeglass case. I've got an eyeglass repair kit in here as well. And my plan is to, of course, I'll have my glasses, a pair of glasses on my face, but I want to have an extra pair of glasses in my pack just in case, as well as a pair of sunglasses. So for now, this is my little dollar store kit that I've put together. And this is my Silcock key, guys. I live in the city. So any event that I have to be out on foot, or even if I'm in my car and I'm in search of water, I'm hoping I'll be able to use my Silcock key. In the event that I need water, hopefully I don't, but I got this just in case. I saw another YouTuber have this in their pack, and I thought it was a really good idea because I never thought about that. I'm like, you know, at some point your water is going to run out. You know, you may not be close to a natural water source, meaning like a stream, a lake, or any type of body of water. You may have to utilize the businesses that are in your area. And I'm in the city, like I said, so I'm around a lot of businesses. So I figured, let me just get a Silcock key just in case. And it's kind of heavy. It kind of has a little bit of weight to it, but that's okay. That's something I can kind of get around. And if I feel like I don't need it, then I'll take it out. But we all have one in our bags. Now, in terms of this stuff, this is my waterproof, like, cell phone case or electronic case. It can hang around your neck. Or you can just kind of strap it to your bag, preferably the inside of your bag. But this thing works really good, and I've had it for years. I actually bought it to go on vacation one year, and it worked beautifully. And then in terms of, I know y'all are looking at this kit like, why the heck does she have this kit out? But in these goggles. But I took a biology course in school, and it was mandatory that we kind of get these kits for dissecting and just for our lab work. And I figured, why not add this to my bag? Like, my class is done. I don't need it for class anymore. And this stuff is just sitting around my house. And guys, you never know when you may need a scalpel, tweezers, a dropper, a small pair of scissors. I mean, I literally just thought about this kit like last night. This thing has, if you want to size up, you know, get a good idea of the size of the shears, and they're pretty. I mean, they have a point to them, so they work really well. As well as, oh, can I get this out? I don't know if you guys can see this either, but you can puncture. I mean, you can also use this as a weapon if you need to. But this has, if you need to do anything surgical, if you need to dig something out of your hand, dig something out of your foot, just anything first aid wise, I think this is wonderful. And then it comes with like this little pick tool. If you guys can see that. I don't know what you would use that for, but I'm sure you'd find a use for it. And I like these tweezers because they're not small. They're not the teeny tiny tweezers where you could barely kind of get your fingers around gripping this thing. This is more on the longer side. So I like the tweezers. And then it comes with a scalpel. I probably should get some extra blades, scalpel blades, but yeah. So I thought this would definitely be handy in an emergency situation in your bug out bag. Definitely. So that's that. And then in terms of the goggles, I was kind of debating, did I want to put these goggles in my bag? But then it made me think about, we're in August. We're coming up on September. And I just remember September 11th when the planes hit the Twin Towers. And I remember I was in high school when that happened. And I remember seeing the people, the New Yorkers, running down the street away from the buildings with soot all over their faces. Like, they could barely see in front of them. I remember people saying, like, I couldn't see anything. the smoke, the debris was getting them into my eyes. And, people were having like long lasting effects of being exposed to all that stuff that was in the air from the Twin Towers being attacked and blown up. And yeah, I just figured like the goggles, if you never know when you may need some goggles. You may be in a situation where um it's something out in the air and you don't want it getting into your eyes. Even thinking about the wildfires in California, people were like out in the mix with all that smoke and stuff floating through the air, like burning your eyes. And y'all, I'm so particular about my eyes, my vision. Like, I have poor vision as it is. So me protecting my eyes is a priority for me. So I was just thinking about those scenarios, and that was enough to convince me to incorporate this into my bug out bag. Also, my first aid kit. This is just preliminary. Like, I have so many first aid kits around my house. This is just something that I kind of threw in a Ziploc bag, but I actually have a hard case first aid kit. So I'm kind of debating, do I kind of want to switch them out? But this just pretty much has bandages in it, some gauze, some quick clot, some Neosporin. I've got some liquid Band-Aid, Dermabond that they actually use in the doctor's office. I've got some Moleskin. Okay, yeah, let me talk about Moleskin. I had the hardest time finding Moleskin in the stores. I don't know what's going on with the first aid section. Maybe everybody is just buying this stuff up. But Moleskin is so important. Like, I discovered Moleskin years ago when I went for a walk and I wore bad shoes. And when I tell you I had blisters on pretty much all over my foot, but the worst part was the blisters on the heel where your shoe, like the top of your shoe rubs the back of your foot, or the top, like kind of like the back of your ankle. It rubbed the back of my ankle so bad. Like, it made it so unbearable to continue walking. So Moleskin was the only thing that help with that. Like, because even after the hike, me wearing regular shoes for days on end, it just hurt so bad. So I had to get some Moleskin to kind of protect that area, to help it heal and to keep the irritation, protect my foot from the irritation so it can heal. Moleskin is a lifesaver, y'all. When you're talking about being on foot, walking long distances, Moleskin is a must. And the Moleskin that I ended up finding, it's like the big sheets of Moleskin, and you just kind of have to cut it to size, which I like, because I didn't want to buy some that were too big that you couldn't cut, or something that was too small and you may not have enough to cover the area on your body that you needed to cover. So I ended up finding these, I think, at like Walgreens or something like that. But I'm happy with the size that I found. So definitely put Moleskin in your bags. And then last but not least, we are going to come over here to the hygiene kit. I invested in a Go Girl. It is a female, pretty much a urinal. A female urinal. So it allows you to pretty much urinate standing up. In an emergency situation, I don't want to be somewhere where I have to go off into the woods to go take a pee-pee. I would rather be able to stop where I am, kind of give myself a little bit of cover and take my pee-pee discreetly. And this Go Girl is going to allow you to do that. It is, let me see. It says, I'll read it to you. Go Girl allows women to urinate standing up. It's hygienic, portable, discreet, and reusable. So I think the material is silicone, and it just folds into this, it just folds into this little pack. Like, it's so small. As you can see, it fits into like the palm of my hand. It weighs little to nothing, literally. But yeah, you use this, give it a little rinsing out, fold it back up, and stuff it back in this pack. And this is actually what it looks like right here. So yeah, do your business standing up, ladies. And in my hygiene kit, I've got, of course, oral hygiene. I've got soap. I probably need to come up with a solution for the soap because I have it in its original box. And I might not need all this. I mean, I'm sure I'll need it, but, you know, to get me through where I need to go, I probably don't need 2 boxes of soap in here. But y'all, put some tissue in your pack, please. And I've got, in addition to tissue, I've got flushable wipes, just in case, you know, you need to be extra clean. And me, I think next to eating and finding shelter, like, hygiene is going to be huge when you are out in the elements. I know hygiene is going to be difficult, but to kind of reduce how difficult it's going to be, stay up on your hygiene, please. Keep your products where you need it. So I've got facial tissue in here. I've got regular tissue. I've got lip balm. I've got some oral gel. I've got some baby powder. I've got a small compact razor in here. I've got mouthwash, toothpaste, toothbrush. What's that? More lip balm. I've got a small thing of lotion. And for the soap, I don't think you can see it. Let's see, can you? No. I've got floss in here, but I've also got 2 different washcloths in there. Of course, I have a washcloth for my face and one for my body. So, yeah, there's 2 different washcloths in there. And then I wanted to talk to you guys about my sanitary products. When the stuff hits the fan, y'all, you may not know, and this is for the women, you may not know when you will be able to get your products when it's that time of the month. So I felt like I should invest in something disposable, in which I did. So I bought some disposable pads. This is what they look like. It has this like silk layer here. So this should be the barrier between your underwear and the actual pad. And so nothing should come through. I have yet to try these out, which I plan on doing coming up. But this should give you the protection. This right here. This is going to be the absorbent layer to absorb any of the liquid. But yeah, I mean, it's not big and bulky like I thought it was going to be. But it's kind of a solution in the event that you don't have anything. Use this. You can wash it out, reuse it. And it came with, I think it came with 5 to 7 of them in a pack. And it was only like $12. So yeah, if you're looking for a solution for what are you gonna do when it's that time of the month, there you go. So yeah, you guys, I just thought I would share this with you. I do have some areas of my pack that I would like to improve upon. Such as, I've got a little list here. I definitely need to invest in a compass. I'd like to invest in a fixed blade knife, a water filter, so like a small portable water filter. I would like a pen flashlight. I was going to incorporate a fishing kit in my pack, maybe a monocular, some duct tape. I have steel wool, but I don't have it in my pack just yet. It's actually in my toolbox, so I need to add that in here as well. And I also should put some bug spray in here. In terms of like my first aid kit, there's a few things I'd like to add, such as a proper suture kit, some betadine, and just some larger band-aids. And in terms of the hygiene kit, y'all, to go along with these reusable sanitary napkins, I also want to get a bidet. So they have these handheld small bidets. You fill it up with water. So every time you go to the restroom, you just give yourself a little spray and a wipe, and it's going to keep everything nice and clean down there. Because as women, in a situation where you have an emergency or you are out in the elements, your hygiene is going to be #1 priority, ladies. So please take what I have shown you into consideration. Let me know what you guys have in your packs. Let me know what you think I should probably incorporate in my pack. And yeah, let's just keep the juices flowing, keep the ideas flowing, and let's just work together to make sure that we're all prepared in the event that anything happens. We never know. Anything can happen at any time. So yeah, just stay prepping. And thank you guys for watching my video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.